Have you ever stopped to think that that innocent dinner, full of pasta, fatty meats, or that favorite dessert before bed, could be silently ruining your health? It seems like an exaggeration, but it's not. What many people over 50 do every night, eating dinner late with heavy and processed foods, is directly linked to serious problems such as heart attack, stroke, and high blood pressure. And the scariest thing? This risk increases precisely when the body should be resting. During the night, the metabolism slows down, and everything you eat spends more time circulating in the blood, overloading vital organs such as the pancreas, liver, and heart. Have you ever experienced this? Have you ever felt that heaviness in your stomach before going to bed, thinking it was just bad digestion? Stay with me until the end, because what you're about to discover now may surprise you and maybe even save you. There is a very common habit among Brazilians that is silently making thousands of elderly people sick. And you need to know what it is before sitting down at the table tonight, ... And when we stop to think about it. It's not just about what we put on our plates. It's about how much we know or ignore what this is doing to our health. Many people believe that after 50, it's normal to feel tired, heavy, or even wake up with high blood pressure. But what if I told you that this could be directly linked to what you had for dinner yesterday? If this topic resonates with you, leave a comment below with what caught your attention so far, or even share, what do you usually eat for dinner? Your participation here is what makes this channel grow and reach more people who also need to hear this warning. Like this video if it has opened your eyes in some way, and subscribe to the channel to continue receiving valuable tips like this. It's a simple gesture, but it helps us spread real information to those who need it most. And now get ready, because what comes next could completely change the way you view nighttime eating. ... Now I want to go even deeper into this subject. It's because understanding what goes on behind the scenes in our bodies can be a turning point. In your health, especially if you're over 50, during the day, the body is in active mode. It burns energy, processes nutrients, and deals with environmental stress. But at night, everything changes. The metabolism slows down, and the body prepares to regenerate and rest. And it's precisely at this delicate time that many people make dangerous choices, sometimes without even knowing it. According to the Brazilian Society of Cardiology, more than 60% of heart attacks in people over 50 happen at night or in the early hours of the morning, and this is no coincidence. A heavy dinner with foods rich in saturated fat, salt, or refined sugar demands too much from a body that should already be in resting mode. The heart beats faster, the liver works twice as hard, the pancreas is forced to produce more insulin. All this while the mind tries to relax and the body should be recovering. Science not only confirms this impact, but also brings important revelations. A study from Columbia University found that eating dinner late and improperly increases the risk of high blood pressure and high cholesterol in older people by up to 23%. This means that a simple decision, such as the time and type of food you choose to end the day, could be sabotaging your health without fanfare, pain, or apparent symptoms. This is the hidden truth behind many cases that only come to light when it is too late. And the most impressive thing is that, for many people, this has become routine. An automatic, almost cultural habit. Eating late, eating poorly, going to bed soon after. And when this happens for months or years, the damage starts to accumulate. It's not just about what's on your plate. It's about the mindset behind your choices. It's about transformation. It's about realizing that sometimes what seems like comfort is exactly what's preventing you from living with more energy, lightness, and longevity. Now I want to invite you to reflect sincerely. How has your dinner been? Do you feel that your body is resting well? Or is there something that needs to change? Write in the comments. That makes sense to me if this topic touched you in any way, because there are still many more important things coming now. That we understand what is behind the impact of dinner on the body. It is time to take a closer look at what we actually put on our plates every night. Because often, the problem is not just the time, but not that we're eating. And here begins the most important revelations of this journey. Have you ever noticed how certain food choices are repeated with almost automatic frequency? A ham sandwich, a generous slice of lasagna, A cold soda? Sound familiar? For those over 50, these choices can have a much deeper impact than it seems. Let's start with processed meats: ham, sausage, hot dogs, bacon. These foods contain large amounts of sodium, preservatives, and saturated fats. At night, when the metabolism is slow, they remain in the digestive system for longer, silently inflaming the body and causing spikes in blood pressure that in the long term overload the heart. Next comes yellow fatty cheeses. Many people see them as a light protein, but in practice, they are calorie bombs that are difficult to digest, disrupt sleep, and increase the risk of accumulating visceral fat. And what about those sweets? In fancy desserts that seem harmless? The pudding, the chocolate after dinner, the slice of pie, All of these foods cause a rapid rise in blood glucose. In older people, this spike can be more aggressive, putting extra strain on the pancreas. As a result, sleep quality plummets, insulin levels skyrocket, and the risk of type 2 diabetes increases. Soft drinks and processed juices, These are a whole other story. With an absurd amount of sugar, acidifiers, and artificial coloring, they cause a real chemical mess in the body. All this at a time when the body just wants to rest. Now add to that white pasta. Like noodles with fatty sauces, they not only raise blood sugar levels, but also cause bloating, reflux, and slow digestion, directly affecting the body's nocturnal regeneration. The most curious thing is that, in isolation, none of these foods is an absolute villain. The problem lies in the frequency, the exaggeration, and amphetamine. At night, this kind of choice becomes a dangerous decision. It's like lighting a match on a powder keg, silent, but potentially destructive. And all of this brings us to a key point in this: mindset transformation. Isn't it time to rethink what you consider normal at night? Because sometimes, what seems like a routine comfort is actually silently sabotaging your health. Write in the comments. I'm on this journey too. If you feel like you are rethinking your habits along with me, now that we've delved into the choices that sabotage your health at night, it's time to make room for a new perspective, one of transformation. Because the hidden truth is that you don't have to make radical changes or cut out everything you love to start a self-care journey. Sometimes all you need to do is adjust your mindset and make small decisions that, added up day after day, can give you more years of life with more energy, lightness, and mental clarity. Dinner, which for so long was seen as the end of the day or a reward moment, can become a silent turning point in your health. And when we talk about smart substitutions, we are not suggesting meals that lack flavor or joy. It's quite the opposite. A light dish, prepared with care and awareness, can be just as comforting as that fatty dish that once seemed impossible to give up. A grilled chicken filleted with herbs, accompanied by sautéed vegetables and a drizzle of olive oil, is not only nutritious, it respects your body. A well-seasoned vegetable soup or a fresh salad with whole grains can be more comforting than any fast food, especially when your body is already tired and asking for rest, not an internal battle, the choice. A fruit also makes a difference. Instead of sugary desserts, opt for low glycemic index fruits like papaya, apple, or pear. They are filling, naturally sweet, and also contain fiber that aids digestion. And one detail that many people overlook: the time, eating up to 2 hours before bed gives your body a chance to process everything more calmly without overloading it. Avoiding excess fluids during this period also prevents interruptions in sleep and helps keep your blood pressure stable. The impact of these decisions may seem small at first, but over time, the results will show. Less bloating when you wake up, deeper sleep, more regular bowel movements, and a feeling of lightness in your body and mind. It's as if you're telling your body, I care about you. This simple change in behavior at night is an invitation for your body to truly rest, not just physically, but emotionally as well. And all of this leads us to a reflection that goes far. Beyond food, how do you take care of yourself when no one is watching? When the day ends and everything goes silent, what do your choices say about your life journey? Comment below. That makes sense to me if these words touched something inside you. because there is still more important stuff coming. Now, I want to tell you a story that might sound a little like yours, or that of someone you love. Mr. Joel is 62 years old. He has always been an active, hard-working man, the kind who carries the world on his shoulders without complaining. During the day, he ate as much as he could, but at night, he made a point of rewarding himself. It was sacred. At 10 p.m., pizza would come out, sometimes a soda to go with it. That was his moment. But his body wasn't coping so well with this. Routine. For weeks, he only felt tired. He thought it was just his age. One day, he had a shock. Tightness in his chest, shortness of breath, a silent heart attack. It took everyone by surprise, including him. But the hidden truth is that his body had been warning him for a long time. He just didn't know how to read the signs. At the hospital, amidst tests and silence, the warning came. His nighttime habits were costing him dearly. And at that moment, Joe understood something that changed his life. He didn't need a crazy diet. He needed to make conscious decisions. The transformation began slowly. The pizza was put off until another day. Soda became water with lemon. Dinner, which used to be heavy, became light but full of flavor and purpose. Today, he says with conviction, my second chance started in the kitchen. And the sparkle in his eyes shows that this change was not a sacrifice. It was a liberation. Maybe you are going through something similar, or know someone who is. The impact of simple choices can be much greater than it seems. It's not about fear. It's about awareness. It's about understanding that health is built on details. That what we do repeatedly, without thinking, builds or destroys our future. This journey doesn't have to be lonely. It starts with information. It goes through small actions and is strengthened with the right mindset. This kind of revelation reminds us that every meal is an opportunity, that the behind the scenes of our routine says a lot about how we will age, about the quality of our days, and even about our energy to live what is yet to come. So, comment below. I'm on this journey too, if you feel it's time to look at dinner with more affection, with more awareness, ... Because the next step in this conversation may be the most important one so far. If you've made it this far, it's because this conversation touched you in some way, and I'm glad it did. The truth is that transforming your health doesn't start with big promises, but with small, conscious choices. If this content made sense to you, leave a like on the video. It really helps keep this exchange alive and spread information. That really matters. And write in the comments, I'm with you until the end, just so I know that you've been here with me so far on this journey. Also, take advantage and subscribe to the channel, because every week there's content carefully designed to inform you, strengthen you, and most importantly, make you reflect. And look, there's a video right here that complements this subject exactly. Click and continue with me there.